All right, imagine this situation. This guy over here is secretly in love with this girl over here. And what he wants to do is to separate this girl from this guy. Now, he has a couple options, right? Option one is he can be open and direct and say, let me tell you all the 5 reasons why I'm the best and why he's the worst. And he can present his case. Probably won't work, but he could try it. Here's another option that he might consider. He might try to come across as just a neutral friend and say, let me tell you, here's something I noticed just as your friend, not as somebody that has any agenda of my own. Here's something I noticed, because, and then maybe he can start pointing out some problems that this guy has, right? He can start talking about the bad things about this guy. And because he's presenting himself as just a neutral, unbiased third party, maybe the girl will believe him. Now, if he says, listen, I love you way more, and let me tell you why I hate this guy, then she's not going to believe him. She's like, yeah, of course, you're just saying that because you see him as a romantic rival. But if he's like, listen, I'm just a neutral third party, I don't have any agenda at all, and if for whatever stupid reason she believes him, if she believes that he has no agenda at all, then she might trust what he says. See, this is something we all know instinctively. We know that if we want to actually change someone's mind, we need to gain their trust, and we need to come across as neutral, not biased. If we come across as very, very biased and say, here's my clear point, then the person is going to judge it differently. They're going to say like, well, that's just that person's bias. He has a secret. He has a goal. He's trying to do something, so I can't really trust him. But if you can convince somebody that you have no bias, no agenda, you're totally neutral, then they're going to trust what you say more. And this is something that you see all over the place. In the news, most newspapers, news TV shows and whatnot will pretend to be neutral, even though they're super biased, because they know that if they can come across as neutral, then the viewers or audience is going to trust them. So it's a very, very common technique. So if you want to actually persuade somebody, you can't let them know what your bias is. You have to come across as neutral, and from that point you can gain their trust, and from that point you can change their perspective.